And just like that, pow! 2 weeks later. All right, here she is. Looks like they left something on and killed the batteries. The truck is done. They said it was an air module. Is that what I said it was?
Yeah.
Something airs. Some type of air module. So I called them. I wasn't sure if it had been 2 weeks or 1 week. Like, honestly, my back needed this time off so bad. My back was getting so bad. I couldn't bend over. I couldn't move. It was bad. And what's funny is, last night, it was last night, right? I was able to bend over and pick something up off the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that bad. So, I woke up this morning and I'm like, has it been 1 week or 2 weeks? Like, time just flies like that. And I looked, I'm like, it's been 2 weeks. So I called them up. And they're like, yeah, they're working on it now. It's they're test driving it again to make sure that this is fixing it. Seems to be the air module, some type of air module or something. And he's like, do you want to pay for this by credit card over the phone or when you get here? I said, no, this was warranty work. He's like, warranty work? I was like, yeah. I'm like, a shop bought this transmission from you guys and it didn't last a week. So it's like, oh, you know, I gave him the name of the shop. He can't find the records. He can't find where the guy bought it from. So I don't know if Georgia Truck Tire and Trailer or whatever the hell the name is lying about buying this transmission there. Or if this transmission place doesn't have their records together good enough to know that the guy bought it there. You know, I gave him the guy's name, only the first name, I don't know his last name, and the name of the company. They couldn't find it. So, anyway, some air modulator. So, that's exciting. I'm excited to finally get my truck back. I bought manual slack adjusters, so I'm gonna have to put those on when we get back. Well, it probably won't be today because it's like a 6 or 7 hour round trip, huh?
Did you mean to say manual?
Automatic. We have manual now. I bought automatic because you guys, thanks. That's why I keep you around. Isn't just for your pretty face.
I just.
Oh, you keep me right, baby.
I didn't want people to be like,
yeah, automatic slack adjusters. So we'll have that on, and then I bought an air dryer for the truck that I've been trying to put on forever. You know what sucks? We put the Wii Boost on the truck, and we had 30 days to try it out, and this has pretty much ate up all of our 30 days for the Wii Boost.
Yeah.
Because we never got to try it out. Did we ever go out on the road with the Wii Boost?
Yeah.
Oh, we did? I don't remember if it helped or not. I don't know. So, I'm excited to get my truck back. Yeah, that's exciting to get our truck back finally. I did some upgrades to my PC computer.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that too.
Yeah, so the laptop I use struggles pretty bad because I shoot all my footage in 4K. Most of you guys don't watch it in 4K. Only 2 to 3% maybe watch it in 4K. But I like that it's in 4K for the people that have 4K TVs or whatever you guys watch it on. I don't know. I think it's worth it. Anyways, my laptop struggles to edit my videos in 4K. So I did a lot of upgrades on the computer. I don't know if you guys know anything about computers, but like graphics cards are really hard to find. I had a 1060 3G in there before, which is basically what the laptops have in it as well. So I upgraded the computer, my computer at home, and I upgraded my oldest son's computer at home. I ended up buying two 3060s off of eBay, and FedEx lost them, or at least we thought they did. Like, they got to Tennessee and they sat there for a week, and I'm contacting this eBay guy. I'm like, dude, I guess FedEx lost these. He's like, man, this has never happened before. I'm like, you don't understand my luck. It's not your fault, it's mine. So I ended up ordering me another graphics card. I got the 3060 Ti, which is slightly better than the 3060. And then my son's like freaking out. He's like calling FedEx. He's like, where's my graphics card at? This is BS, blah, blah, blah. And, ooh, we might be able to go by the barbecue place and get some barbecue for lunch. Hog and bones. Anyways, they're like, oh, we can't locate it. We don't know what's going on. And so I order a 3060, and I order it from a guy out of Jacksonville. And I told the guy, I'm like, look, I'm only 2 hours from you. If I have to drive to pick this thing up, because my fear was my truck was going to get done, and I was going to have to hit the road before I got to upgrade my computer, because I want to put my computer in the truck. Oh, upgraded the computer so that we can edit videos better. So I'm gonna try to kind of not permanently mount it in there, but definitely strap it in there to where if we come home and we're sitting for a couple weeks, I can pull my computer back out, because I like playing games as well. I know, a 40-year-old playing video games, I don't care. It's fun. That's how me and Lita met. I don't know if I've ever told this story, or a lot of people may not know this, but Lita and I actually met playing World of Warcraft. I was her GM, which is what's as nerdy as it sounds, a guild master. I was in charge of a bunch of people, and we went into dungeons killing monsters. That's how we met.
Yeah.
I was married, she had a boyfriend, and she sounded like an 80-year-old woman, and something called Ventrilo is what we used. It was called Vent. It's another program that we used. That's how all of us talked while we were playing the game.
It's like Discord.
It's like Discord, if you know what Discord is. And she sounded like an 80-year-old woman that smoked like 8 packs of cigarettes a day. Come to find out, it was just her crappy little mic she was using. So I'm like, ah, dang, this old chicken invent. And then, I don't know, I think I ended up seeing a picture of you, or you added me on Facebook or something, and I'm like, holy smokes, I gotta get me some of that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, we was joking around one night, or I was joking around, and I was like, because I was married, she had a boyfriend, I'm like, you know what? We should run away together. And she's like, well, where would we go? And I was like, holy shit. I'm like, well, I have 2 kids, so you would just have to move to Georgia. And we just started talking and hitting it off, and she thought I was pretty, I thought she was handsome, or the other way around. And I ended up I bought a plane ticket, and I was going to fly up. She lived in Connecticut at the time. I was going to fly up to Connecticut. We were going to hang out in New York, New Yorkish Connecticut, for a week to see if we hit it off, to see if we even liked each other. Her boyfriend ended up finding the text messages and kicked her out. She lived in a hotel room for a couple of nights. Luckily, it happened like right before I was going to fly up there and pick her up. So I flew up there, picked her up, drove her home in her 95 Ford Escort, which we ended up giving it away the other day. We gave that away. We gave the Dodge away. Yeah. And now I'm able to back my, I put my 40-foot hotshot trailer in the backyard. So now it frees up all of our parking space, which is really nice. Now we can buy more stuff to put up there. She wants an older hearse. We want to get her an older hearse, like, do you have like a year model or make or anything?
Not like crazy old. I don't.
You want like a Cadillac or?
I don't know. Like, you have to do a lot of research on those.
Yeah.
There's parts that have a lot of issues, and there's stuff that in them that.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't have the stock motor in it for long. If you got a Chevy, we would probably put an LS in it. If you bought a Ford, we would probably put my other 351 in it. Oh, we could put the 351 in there with the AFR heads. Let me see. I guess we never got my transmission back, my old transmission back from the transmission shop.
I don't know.
I don't think you'd want a C4 anyways, because it wouldn't get good gas mileage. But it could be a fun little car. And God, I get sidetracked. Anyways, yeah, we cleared up the. I guess I was getting to. We cleared up the driveway.
We have space now.
Now we have space for something else too that I haven't discussed yet either. So, what else is going on? Yeah, so we met playing a game. Squirrel. Man, I miss watching Squirrel's Hot Shot. Is that what his name was? Squirrel's Hot Shot? Man, I think I just like the way he talked. He's that southern.
He doesn't do it anymore?
No. So he got out of Hot Shot, bought a semi-truck. Semi-truck broke down, I think. Now he works for somebody else. Doesn't do any videos. So.
Oh, probably got tired of it.
Yeah. It's a lot, man. It's a lot owning your own business and having to deal with everything. And like, I think a lot of you guys are mad that I skipped the whole working for somebody else, and it pisses you off that you worked for somebody else and wasted your time and you made 30 cents a mile, and you don't understand how somebody as good looking as me could just jump into it and make it work. We're making it work. You know, people on here every day wish that we go bankrupt and we lose everything what we own. That's never gonna happen. I will always work hard, no matter what happens. If the Mac blows up, I'm going to work hard. Might not be in trucking, who knows? I'm still glad we bought a semi-truck. I can't say it enough. I am still glad we are not driving this truck for a living.
Yeah.
As nice as this truck is, I do enjoy driving my Ford. I am glad I no longer have to sleep in the back of this thing anymore. What about you?
It's just crazy that we did that.
It's wild that this thing went to sleep, so I can't tell if it's looking at us. It's wild that we pulled the seats out of this thing and we're sleeping in this truck every night.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I don't miss it.
No.
I don't miss it. I don't miss the rates. It's even worse now.
I feel bad for all the hot shotters we see in truck stops.
Oh man, it's so bad.
For 'em.
It's like I see a guy with a brand new truck and trailer, and I'm like, I'm sorry, somebody misled you.
Yeah. Because they're usually sitting in the truck stop and they're usually empty.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying it's always bad. You can find some good rates, but I think overall, if you're going to get a hot shot, you have to have direct customers. If you plan on buying a hot shot and only living off the load boards, as soon as the brokers know you're in a hot shot, it's like everything changes. So, anyways, I think we've talked long enough. I don't know how long. 16 minutes! This is going to be a video by itself. On the next episode of South Georgia Hot Shot, you'll see us picking it up with the truck.
Yeah.
See you later! All right, here she is. Looks like they left something on and killed the batteries. So, of course, the batteries died on me the other day before I left, but I think that was because I had the freezer. But we took the freezer and everything out of the truck, so there shouldn't be anything drawing any power. I wonder if they left some interior lights on or something. They said they just test drove this thing this morning. So I don't know. Just gonna jump it off with a forklift, I guess. Look at the big old grease stain they left on my damn seat. Man, what is wrong with shops, man? I don't understand. Alright, so I've driven about 5 feet. I'm still in their parking lot. My Garmin E-Log isn't working. Like when I plug it in, it makes a little music tone, but the lights aren't coming on. So I don't know. Them letting the batteries die. Me letting the batteries die. Like, I don't know what to do. I mean, I busted out my paper logs. I'm gonna run paper logs on the way home. I guess I gotta go find an ELD. Well, why is that undone? It's like they got this seal pulled off and this panel pulled off. Well, let's take her home, put her air dryer on. We got to put our automatic slack adjusters on and put the computer in here. So the shifter feels super weird. I don't know if I told you guys that or Lita that. It used to be like super sloppy, like back and forth. I mean, it feels tighter now. I don't know. It almost feels like I can't push it over into 9th and 10th. Unless that's over into 9th and 10th. I don't know. I guess let's pull out of here and see what happens. It feels better going into gear. Voice command.
Say a command.
Find city.
What city in United States?
Valdosta, Georgia.
Did you say Boston, Georgia?
No. Wow, this thing shifts. Oh, I got my brake on.
Would you like
This thing
to
shifts
navigation?
weird now. Back.
Did you say Boston,
Back.
Georgia?
No.
What city in United States?
Valdosta, Georgia.
Would you like to begin navigation?
Navigate. I think that door's open over there. Alright, this will be our going into 6th gear. Oh my god, this thing's, it feels weird because the shifts feel like super tight now. Like I hardly have to move the shifter around. It's like a short throw shifter now. It's like tick, 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 tick. Before I had like a lot more play. I don't know if this is a different shifter. Man, I don't know. This is weird. I think that door's open.
What city in United States?
I didn't say anything! Back! Back!
Main menu.
Exit! Exit! God damn, you're a piece of shit! Voice command!
Say a command.
Find city!
What city in United States?
Valdosta, Georgia! Ooh, this is so
Would you like
smooth.
to begin navigation?
It's not St. George, Twin, Vermont! You're a piece of shit!
United States. Main menu. What city in United States?
Valdosta, Georgia.
Would you like to begin navigation?
Please! My God!
Turn left at the traffic light.
This is not the same transmission. This isn't the same transmission. There's no way, dude. Like, I barely have to move this shifter. Like, I barely move it. They got my button backwards too on my engine brake. They have it flipping the wrong way for it to be on and off than what I'm used to. So I keep wanting to flip it. So I accidentally turned my engine brake on. Alright guys, so we're about 3/4 of the way home. And I can just say this this new transmission feels crisp. The clutch brake seems to be working. It's not grinding when I'm putting it in gear. They didn't latch my hood. That's what I keep hearing what sounds like a door banging. It's the hood bumping up and down. So they didn't latch my hood. No big deal. It's whatever. But man, this shifter feels so crisp. It's like I barely have to move the shifter like left to right to go into different gears. Where before, I mean, it was like, even with my old transmission, with the first transmission, I had a lot of slop. And then the second one, I had a lot of slop. So I don't know if maybe there was a bushing that was worn out on the shifter that they replaced or what. But man, it's almost like I have to, not quite, but it feels like I have to learn how to shift again. Because I'm used to like having to push it way over and then up or down. And then a lot of times I would get it into gear and I could tell it didn't quite go up far enough. So I kind of have to let off the gas and give it a little bit more fuel, and then it would click all the way up into gear. And if I didn't watch it, like right when I first got the truck, and I would do that, I wouldn't realize it because I just got the truck. I'd be riding along, and it would just pop out of gear, and I'm like, what in the world? And then I learned, okay, that's not actually all the way up or all the way down, and I have to just kind of pop the gas to get it to go. This one I haven't had that problem with yet, so that's pretty exciting. So evidently, like a lot of people had mentioned, the clutch wasn't adjusted properly. So that's on that first shop that installed it, which I thought was weird because when I picked the truck up, he's like, yeah, so in about 2 weeks, you're gonna have to take this to somebody that knows how to adjust a clutch because it's gonna need another clutch adjustment. And I'm like, that's kind of weird. That doesn't make any sense because like when you buy a new truck or, you know, I don't know, it just seemed weird to me. And when I realized that it was grinding when I was putting it in gear, I'm like, well, you know, I was thinking maybe it's a clutch adjustment. That's why everything feels weird. And then when I wasn't able to split the gears, I was like, no, there's a bigger problem. Maybe it isn't a clutch problem. So evidently it was that air module that they had to replace. And then the clutch brake was the idiots in Brunswick that have no idea what they're doing. They're basically parts changers, and they have no idea about adjustment or anything like that. So it is what it is. Obviously, I would have liked not to have this 2 weeks off. It gave me time to take care of some things at the house, and it gave my time gave me time for my back to start feeling good again. So I'm super excited about that. I mean, I couldn't move like this a couple of days ago. So today is Tuesday, October 5th. Like I said, I want to put the new air dryer on because winter's coming up, and I don't need my brake lines freezing, and we have to swap out the manual slack adjusters for the automatic slack adjusters. I've already done one. I did one by caging the brake chamber and doing it that way. But if you've ever caged a chamber, like using a wrench and having to tighten it in, it's so much easier if I can just hook air to it and then do it from there. So that's the plan anyways. It is 5:30. I still have about an hour to get home. Oh, I'm wrong. I have an hour and 45 minutes to get home. Wow, I was thinking, I guess I looked at it and it said 100 miles, so I was thinking that's an hour. I'm an idiot.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
So, anyways, yeah, I'm excited. The clutch feels great. The transmission feels great. It's gonna be nice. I'm excited. So, all right, I probably won't talk to you guys anymore today. I'll see you guys later.